Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to video number 98 in our Tillis Tell Stories of Saturday Night Group. I adapted the story from the translation into English by Rabbi Uri Kaplun from Sapori Chassidim. I titled it A Cheeky Toast. An epidemic had broken out in Voloschov, and a respectful delegation of householders came to ask the Rabbi Shlomo of Radomsk to return with them to Voloschov, his hometown, to pray for its stricken residents. He was greeted on his approach by the sages of the town, headed by the local rabbinical judge, and behind them the whole eager populace, men, women, and children, all dressed up in their Shabbos best, and with music and dancing and fire torches. "How great is the divine inspiration of the Yid HaKodesh, the Holy Jew of Pesishka," exclaimed Rabbi Shlomo as he saw the sight before him, clearly moved. "For I recall that when I was a little boy in the early 1800s, he once visited this town, and all the town people came out to greet him with due pomp. My father, Reb Hershela, who was the respected lay leader of the community, traveled with the Yid HaKodesh in his carriage and sat me on his lap. When the tzaddik saw me there next to him, he tweaked my cheek in a grandfatherly way and said, 'Nu, when you come here, you'll be honored even more.'" Rabbi Yaakov Yitzchak of Pesishka, the holy Yid, was the chief disciple of the seer of Lublin and a major Rebbe in his own right. Rabbi Shlomo HaKohen Rabinowitz of Radomsk was the author of the acclaimed Hasidic book Tiferet Shlomo. His speaking ability and musical voice attracted thousands of Hasidic followers and many others who had never been Hasidim before. The next day, the Radomsk instructed all the townspeople to walk with him around the edge of the local cemetery, and then he proclaimed, Concerning Aaron the high priest, we read, he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. Now reason dictates that there should be only living people, not dead. For what use does the Almighty have from the dead? Even if they are righteous and dwell in the Garden of Eden, what benefit does he have from them as they sit there basking in the soothing warmth of paradise? But living people thank and pray and praise and bless. Besides, they toast each other with l'chaim now and then. And here Rabbi Shlomo indulged in a fanciful wordplay on the similarity between l'chaim, to life, the toast that people say when they drink together, and lechach yayim, which is the jowls of the sacrificial animal, which is the reminder of prayer, which is breathed and mouthed by the worshipper. When Aaron HaKohen prayed to God that he removed the plague, he pointed out to the Almighty these two advantages of the living over the dead. First, they pray, lechach yayim, and secondly, they say l'chaim. And so we find indeed that he stood in prayer between the dead and the living, ha'chaim, and through the strength of this argument, lechach yayim, the plague was indeed banished. Now, good people, concluded Reb Shlomo, would you please learn from Pinchas? Please learn from Aaron and bring a drop of vodka here so that we can all say l'chaim? A few of the townspeople hurried home to bring some spirits and refreshments, and right where they were, just outside the cemetery walls, they drank and toasted l'chaim, and in loud, happy voices wished each other to life. From there they went home with happy hearts, and the epidemic vanished from their town.